What we need is Hyphy.
Yeah.
We need Hyphy into the modern era, into where we live right now, and the sound that is the Bay.
2006 and up.
Well, where do you come in? Where do you come in?
I come in 05, 06.
Okay.
Like, that's where 05, I dropped Son of a Pimp, the first one.
Okay.
That kind of like revolutionized the way that we were making music there. Like, because nobody had, at that point, was making hyphy music. And nobody, when we were doing the records, we didn't go in there saying, yeah, I'm finna make something hyphy.
But were you saying hyphy? Was that a slang term?
Hyphy wasn't good and like 02, 03, hyphy wasn't good. Like, when hyphy would be like, man, them niggas hyphy, bro. We ain't fucking with them,
They
bro.
too wild.
Like, wild. They too crazy. Like, they
like,
wilded
would
out.
you say it to young people?
Yeah, you would be like,
these niggas is too hyphy.
Like, man, I ain't fucking with them. Them niggas hyphy, bro.
But where does that word come from? Like, the slang in the Bay
Hyphy is an extension of overly hyper.
Okay, got it.
So, like, you're overly hyper. You're just, you doing too much. Like, you hyped. You hella hype.
Okay, so it just comes from hype.
Yeah, you hella hyphy, bro. Chill out, bro. Yeah. So, we actually made, like, an adjective or a verb from hyper.
Got it.
If we're linguistically talking.
Yeah, the etymology.
Need that. Need this Bay talk etymology.
So, at first, when Hyphy first hit the scene, it was said by Keek the Sneak.
Okay.
That's like the inventor of Hyphy.
Yeah.
That's who invented it, who put it on wax, who really started, you know what I'm saying, the local messiah of, like, you feel me?
He put the term on wax.
On wax. 3 Times Crazy, Keek the Sneak. Like, he invented it. So he was doing his music. Mac Dre was doing their music. Already had everything going. Around 05.
Well, Mac Dre is around what time?
Mac Dre was like early Bay Area, but he went to jail to the feds.
Romper Room,
the whole Romper Room gang. He went to jail. When he got out of jail, he was like, I'm not doing no more street shit. I'm finna have fun. I'm just finna party.
Got it.
So when he got out, he just like, I'm having fun music, I'm party music, and I'm chilling.
Before that, it was more rugged. It was more
like street music. Like Dre was a gangster, man. Like, but his approach, you wouldn't know. You'll be like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like it looked at kind of comical and things like that. But Dre was a real gangster. Right. And when they approached him, like, with the feds was all in their business because allegedly his friends was robbing banks, allegedly.
Yeah.
And they was like, all right, listen, we know your people robbing these banks, man. You tell us 1, 2 names and we'll let you go. And he was like, man, I don't know nothing.
Right.
Like, so he went and did 5, 6 years in the feds.
Right.
When he came out, he reinvented himself.
Right.
He came with a whole new swag, whole new style. Fast forward a few years.
Feeling Myself.
Basically.
Like
the Feeling Myself.
Like,
all fun. The Stupid records.
Yeah.
Also, he reinvented himself. He started a label called Thiz. Now, this is where I come into the picture. They reached out. My cousin Desmond was managing Dre. Reached out like, yo, cuz, we doing this little thing with Dre, bro. We finna, go grab the hottest people that we feel like is dope around this area, and we finna push this Thiz movement. Thiz was the lane. Now, Thiz is a term for appeal, ecstasy. Thiz, that's what they was calling ecstasy. Yo, you thizzing? Yo, I'm off appeal. So Thiz was the label, Thiz ENT. So he created that. He's like, man, we finna just make fun, feel good music.
Why do you have to grab your collar when you say Thiz?
I'm just popping, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it, man.
See, sir?
Is that come from that? Or there was popping collar before?
That was popping collar, like E40, way back. You know what I'm saying? We just, it's like you're adjusting yourself. Like, it's fixing your tie.
Yeah.
Popping your collar is like fixing your tie. So we started this. Boom, Dre created a lineup. Dre was murdered in 2004.
Yeah.
Son of a Pimp came out in 2005. When Dre was murdered, I was the first artist.
So he never even heard it.
He didn't get a chance to hear the complete album. So it was just like, I felt like I had to have the burden of not only carrying this label on my back, but carrying the Bay Area on my back because of the passing of Mac Dre. So
you lost him twice. It's like Pimp C.
It was crazy.
Yeah, lost him twice, lost him to jail, and then lost him to life.
So when I dropped Son of a Pimp, the first song that we released was called Super Sick With It. It was a record with E40 and Turf Talk, which is E40's little cousin. He was signed with Turf Talk. We dropped the record, and sonically, this record was so different at the time. It was just like, it turned everybody just hyper. Like, when you heard it, it was like, oh, this is crazy.
Who did that beat?
E40's son, Drew B.
Not okay.
His son's name's Drew P. So we dropped that record and like it went crazy. Like,
did you purposely try to make a different sounding
not
record?
At all.
Just making a hot record.
When I got the record, I was like, "What I'm supposed to do to this?"
Right. It was that different.
It was just. Like, remember when you first heard that, bro? Like the beat was so different. I was like, man, this damn near weak.
Which record is it?
It's called Super Sick With It.
Super Sick With It.
And mind you, I only got it with a verse on it. I didn't know what to do with it.
Who E40's verse was already on it.
And so I didn't know what to do with it. I'm like, man, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Right.
So I heard and it was slapping. So I heard it on I think I had a CD player at the time, like, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. So I listened to it like that and I was just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I took it to the studio, played it on the big monitors, and was like, this shit crazy.
Oh, this shit, so if this goes like this.
I pull a heater, man, never follow a leader, man. Even though we try, it's hard to read them, man. Put up or shut up, my new up. So what's up? What you do if I shut your hood up?
I'm all for it.
It was so it was.
But I love that music though. So,
it was crazy.
So that was like the first one.
The first record that was considered a Hyphy record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of what Rick Rock had already done and what Rick Rock was doing with, Rick Rock was this worldwide producer. He was already doing stuff for everybody.
Yeah.
And he was creating things with Keith. They had already had blue jeans and Nikes and stuff like that. But it hadn't been coined Hyphy till that record dropped.
Okay.
So
even though Keek said the word before,
but it wasn't.
It still wasn't a genre of music.
It wasn't a genre of music.
It was just.
So when that came, then you had the Federation start dropping all lace. They dropped a record called Hyphy.
Right.
Then
Super Hyphy.
That was Keek record. Keek record was called Super. That was in response to it wasn't a diss, but it was in response to Federation's record Hyphy. Hyphy took the Bay by the storm when Rick Rock created Hyphy. Keek came with Super Hyphy. Mac Dre came. Now Mac Dre records was getting played because at the time when Dre was alive, his records weren't getting played, and unfortunately,
so he was a little ahead of the time.
Unfortunately, it
popped off after
he died. You know what I'm saying? So he had the Stupid record, which was produced it was produced by Dr. Dre in Focus, and it was like he had that. Then he had Feeling Myself.
Yeah.
And
wait, that came out. That popped off after he passed away.
It started getting popular after he passed away, but it was already going. But the songs became huge after he died, so they became like the anthems for the Bay Area.
Yeah.
So those were what was going on. Now the artists that you had Mac Dre, E40, Too Short, Keek the Sneak. Those are the pioneers.
Mm-hmm.
The new guys you had. Federation, Turf Talk, Mistah F.A.B, help me out, Messy Marv, the Pack, because the Pack had a worldwide song. It's like number Vans. 2 on the Vans record, so they had like, people sleep on them, but they kind of created that whole hipster. A lot of people are influenced from their look.
Yeah, for sure.
They never give them credit. Like people say whatever they want to say about Lil B and the bass guy, but
that comes from the Pack.
He was the Pack. He was you know what I'm saying? He was in the Pack, but he created like a whole little new genre of rap.
What about Jay Valentine?
Valentine was a singer, so he for sure had the.
He's the TJ Swan of this shit.
There you go.
He redid the T-Pain I'm Sprung, and it was like I'm Hyphy, and that was huge. So you definitely had the team with Clyde Carson. They were like the fly guys, the stars. Clyde Carson.
What about the video? I thought I had the song in here, but I don't have it. The video, I think it's called Go Dumb. Tell Me When to Go.
Which one?
Is
Go Dumb, Federation.
Nah, it was some other shit. I'll find it. Go ahead,
So these were...
The video was crazy. Where
Go Dumb was the big Federation record.
Yeah, that was a big Federation record.
It was something else.
Like Rick Rock's beats were like insane. Like when you heard a Rick Rock beat come on, it's like, wow. So we fast forward. Now we have these group of guys. If I missed anybody, please forgive me.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. I'm so excited for you to tell me this history because I don't know why the Hyphy movement and the whole story kind of doesn't get told.
This is why.
Because you guys are fucking crazy. That's why.
We never showcased the whole arsenal on one stage outside of the Bay Area.
Why? Was it beef between people?
We're going to keep it in-house. But whatever it was, it never, like, we never did a tour. There was never a Hyphy tour.
Right,
that
take
came
it
to
out
New
of the
York.
Bay. Yeah.
Like, that, you know what I'm saying? In the
Yeah.
Bay, we'll do a show, and everybody will come rock.
The Bay has, in New York,
Right.
as far as Hyphy, you have E40, that Little John did the record.
Right.
The
Snap.
Tell
Tell me when to go.
Tell Me When to Go.
Okay. Blow the whistle.
Blow the Whistle, and
Nah, that was in New York. That came to New York.
I think that's it, man.
Yeah, that was the only 2 records
and
that came.
and
Vans.
Drake Vans.
And Vans.
Vans.
Yeah, a little
Drake's shouting out Mac Dre.
On Moto. On a
Yeah,
on
it's
the
a
Moto.
little something. Like I used to play these records and people were like, "What the fuck are you playing?"
Right.
I would play Keek the Sneak, Get Hyphy, That Go, Super Hyphy.
Because Alchemist did the
What's-
remix to that Go.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
What's Cetas?
On Cetas.
What's that?
That's
Keek?
which, either mine or Keek's.
Probably Keek.
Keek's on Cetas.
Oh, and then
Bring
you
your
on
Nitas.
the Snoop record.
Okay, the Life of the Party.
That
was like after
That's
the
not.
Hyphy.
I know
Yeah,
it's not Hyphy, but I'm just trying to think of
Cetas,
people
bring
from
your
that
Nitas.
era getting to New York.
What
It
was
wasn't
the
a
name
lot.
on Cetas? That's my word? I don't think they know.
What does that word mean?
Word. I don't think they know. Cetas, that's mamas. Like when somebody,
Mamacita, yeah.
when
On
somebody
Cetas.
asks you something, you be like, no, I'm swear to God, I'm not lying, bro, on Cetas. So mama's like, you know what I'm saying? It's basically like,
Yo, the slang game's so ill.
Yeah, the
man.
slang,
It's so ill.
They
bro, you
slang.
lying, bro, on Cetas, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Now,
On
I will
mamas,
say
bruh.
this though: for as much as we can talk about why didn't
It just never was a tour. Like we never did an A3C or you know what I'm saying?
A big showcase.
It was never a showcase.
But
We
here's
never
the thing.
did Austin down. Oh, Nate just bring your
why you want them out?
no, sorry.
But
Yo, I listen to this music on my own, and I go to like the Bay a couple times. You know, I've been there a couple times, and I try to find like I don't know.
gems from there.
Yeah, but I
It's
don't
some
know.
new shit that's brewing right now.
I don't know
That's
where
crazy.
to fucking go to get, but I need all the classic. I need like a Bay
folder.
I'll be asking
Rat Bay.
couple
I'm
people.
gonna hook you
and
up
they're
with
like,
Rat Bay. They got
yeah.
everything.
I need like the old shit.
Yeah, they got Rat Bay has everything you need.
All right, so this
no, but
starts
real quick,
bubbling.
hold on. There's one thing that's also important though, is that it's important to say that for as much as it may have not gotten out, the fact of the matter is the Bay supports itself so much that E40 just dropped a hit. Like slapping like he drops records. He drops records right now that are hits. What New York veterans of the E40 age and level put out club songs that get supported in
No.
New York?
You're
No
right.
one. When Mobb Deep drops a record, does anyone say anything here? When anyone except Hove, Fat Joe just stumbled into one.
Yeah.
But by and large, even 50 can't get records going right now.
Yep.
So like the fact that y'all stick with your own to a certain degree, like yeah, it hasn't moved around the way it should, but the love in the city is so dope.
Yeah, they love 40. Like 40 and Short, they'll always be the
good.
gatekeeper. They good no matter what. Like
We don't treat ours like that here.
I honestly
Same way.
don't think
It's
they
really
can
bad.
do no wrong. Like 40
MOP
and
should
Short.
be like that.
Right. Like if they
It's
put out a
not.
record, people
Jada
still...
Kiss maybe.
Kiss.
Kiss has some. Yeah, Kiss still gets records on it. Fab, but like they're not quite the same generation
No.
as 40.
Fabulous is
Right.
huge. No, they're definitely not the
They're
same.
10 years younger.
40 is like 45, 46 years old.
Right, and these guys are in their mid
40.
30s.
Oh, damn,
What
I
we're
didn't
talking
want to put it. Oh, damn. He got a gold record at 48.
Signs of slowing down.
Wow.
Nope.
Wow.
Like
wait,
it's a-
slapping went gold?
Nah,
What-
choices.
Oh, Choices just went gold.
Oh,
Got it.
Choices. That shit is
Choices.
fire,
Like,
yo.
like
Yep.
40 is like
That's every
nope,
2 years he has a hit.
for real.
Yep.
Every
Or
2
he's
years
or
you
he's
count a hit.
on a hit.
Or he's on a hit.
Or he's on a hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he say, man, he's the oldest, youngest nigga doing it.
Yo, he was on the Big Sean record.
I don't
Smash.
fuck with
You?
you. Like
I mean,
he
smash.
He tells me all the time, you know, man, you got to turn with the times, or the times gonna turn on you, Playboy. That's how you stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to learn
here
when to
we
back
go.
down like a sea crab. For real, nephew. For
This
real.
is the video that I
Like,
used to
he
fuck
is
with.
hilarious.
Okay, what's this?
Sype, do you want the mouse? Do you want the wire? No, please don't do that. Please,
okay,
it sounds
okay,
repugnant.
okay.
Just do this, please.
All right, you know what?
I'll turn off our mics so we can all hear it. You ready?
It's really the video.
All right, that's fine. But still, if we're gonna play it right here,
What
let's
does
play.
this matter at all?
Roll up some purple, I get some drink, right? You know what I mean?
I don't even know.
Whatever you need to go done. Let's go. Welcome to the stupid capital of the nation, where we get money.
Means nothing?
There's Fab has this confused look on his face.
Because the video.
Oh, I know. That was a DVD.
Oh, so it's like a. Because the
Yeah,
video.
Go Dumb USA. Yeah, that's Big Ran in them.
Yo, I used to watch this video and be like, oh, I'm never going to go out there. Like, but I want to watch it, though. I definitely
Them was the Sideshow nights. I remember them. It was a DVD they put out. Yeah. It was never like a big, like the song never went big, but the DVD was like.
That was an intro to the
Go Dumb USA. It was a DVD.
USA. Yeah, that's what
it was a DVD that just had.
That's why I learned about ghost
footage.
riding and stopping the traffic and all that
Sideshows.
Yeah.
That was like there was once upon a time in Oakland, after 12 o'clock, the city turned into I Am Legend. Like, for real. Like, if you're in East Oakland, after 12 o'clock, you have to expect a high-speed chase, gunshots, hella kids in the street, hella cars in the street, police, and just the worst of the worst all outside at a gas station.
Why are they jumping on the
That's the
roofs
Sideshow.
of these cars?
Everybody's on drugs.
Part. Can you explain? Like, but why is the car shit so big and weird?
Because it's the car culture. Like you come out. For one, it started off like Richie Rich had a song in like 88, 89 called The Sideshow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, The Sideshow at that time was about all the dope boys, and it wasn't that many rappers, so it was like a couple rappers. It was him, Richie Rich, Too Short, maybe a couple other rappers. But everybody that was having money would go to the Sideshow to High Side. High Side is like modern day flexing, like I'm stunting.
Okay.
So you would go to the Sideshow if you got a Benz.
But where is the Sideshow?
East Oakland.
Okay.
But that's where it was initially. The Sideshow can go anywhere now. Like, we're going to start up a Sideshow after any concert on the freeway.
Syph, here's what Sideshow sounds like.
That's Richie Rich.
If you're wondering if this song popped in on the East Coast, the answer is it did not.
Saturday night, my girl's looking real pretty, but jack that, I just left Kansas City.
By the way, it's dope. But yeah, I don't remember. I knew Richie Rich's name, but I didn't know the song.
Because Richie Rich was on Def Jam. So
Right.
Richie Rich was like one of the first West Coast artists on Def Jam.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he did that record called Sideshow. Now, if you listen to that, the Sideshow was a feel-good record. It's about having money, balling, pulling up to the Sideshow, all the women like, oh my God, look at his car, I love him. He's young. So they want to ride you. Now, fast forward to my song Sideshow.
Okay. I'm going to.
And I totally hyphed it out.
Okay.
Like, I was like, we're taking what was upper echelons of stunning to nigga pull up in
Anybody,
a bucket.
you could
pull up in anything.
And what you doing with that bucket?
You
like,
you're hitting donuts. You're stopping and go, gas brake. You do whatever you want to do. You own dope. You hypey. You don't care. You have no respect for authority.
Is it Too Short, Mistah F.A.B, Peek the Sneak, Sideshow remix?
Yeah.
All right, let's see how this sounds, Syph. Let's see how you changed it.
Changed it up.
Does it still have the same happy-go-lucky vibe?
No. Tracks a million.
But the vibe had probably changed in real life.
Because that was the vibe. It went from the Sideshow being a place where all the ballers went and everybody went to go look at the cars and it was cool. You just come through slow to you coming through doing 100, going through, you don't care who in the street. You're not stopping. You just going crazy. So
here's what it feels like.
Yeah, I love this shit.
I love everyone.
I love it.
And I don't know most of them, and I love them all.
Hey, yo, Tracks, let me see what you got.
Fire.
I don't got the beat, don't knock. I need bass, make it fast. Every girl in the place shaking ass. Yeah, that's that.
Yo, I love this music.
Syph, we should start a one-app Hyphy party in New York.
Yeah.
bro, that'd be crazy.
Because this shit's so good. It's such good party music.
It's fun music. Like, people say whatever they want to say about it, but it was fun music.
We can do it now because the world is changing.
And
all these different places. If Toronto is now popping, like, the world has changed where now shit could fucking come together and we could do that here.
It's just nobody at that time. Like, we wasn't under one structure. It was so many separate entities. So you had E40 with Warner Brothers. You had Too Short with Jive. You had The Pack with Jive. You had me with Atlantic. You had the rest of the guys, Clyde Carson, the team. They went with Wendy Goldstein. She was at
Capital.
You had
the team was
that was Clyde Carson and Kaz Kaiser. You feel me?
No, the Federation.
The Federation was at Warner.
It was a under label though.
It that was Rick Rock's group. So
Yeah.
he went with them. So
So
we had everybody that was like, we're all separate.
well, were y'all all
entities.
getting along? Well, why not? Like,
I mean, there's a lot of personalities. There's a lot of people on the
It's you got
did you get along with some of them?
Yeah, like me, I got along with everybody for the greater part. You know what I'm saying? I got along. Well, it was one.
I mean, you don't got to name names.
It's
I'm
fixed.
just wondering why it didn't.
It's fixed now. But at the time, me and a particular group didn't get along.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the spokesman and the face of it. Like, you know, of course 40.
Right.
Because, you know, that's the big homie.
Yeah.
And in short, they like, I don't even talk about them.
But
when
they
we talk about them.
OGs.
So they OGs.
Yeah.
But as far as the new movement, it was my juice. It was my call. It was my
Right.
like, man, we ain't fucking with them.
And then that made other people not fuck with them.
It just
or
made it
everybody
difficult for us to
uncomfortable?
all do the same stuff because
Right.
if I don't like you and you don't like me, then all your homies know that you don't like, you know what I'm saying? And all my homies. So it's now you got to think we having fun music, but the people behind us is all gangsters.
Yeah,
and
it's
like
not fun.
so it's not fun. So at any given time it could be disruptive. The main thing is we never took it where we never said, okay, we're gonna do 6 acts. All of us, let's go out on the show. 40, let's put the tour together because you really the only one that's really having money. You know what I'm saying? Let's put the tour together. We'll all take whatever.
Where are you performing outside of the Bay?
Our target markets, which would be
Like Colorado,
Denver.
Like what's your like in New York? It's like Jersey, Philly, Baltimore, Connecticut.
Right.
Like what's your like? What's your run?
Our run is the Chitlin circuit for us is Oregon, which would be Eugene, Portland, Medford, Seattle, Washington.
Right.
Seattle, Washington.
How far west do you go?
You mean east? West?
East.
Sorry, in the water.
How far to the water do you go?
How much in the water? Are you in Catalina? Is that,
We're going to Hawaii. If we,
you wrap all the way back around to the Atlantic?
how far east?
East. Kansas City. Kansas City is like the biggest.
Yeah, they love that
second
shit, right?
Bay Area market in the world. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So shout out to Kansas City, Free Rich the Factor, which is like their E40. Like he's like huge,
Right.
like dude, man. And Kansas City got nothing but love for the Bay Area, man. And we got nothing but love
So
for
you
them.
was making money going to these places?
For sure.
You were headlining.
For sure.
But you
Sold out
wouldn't go.
shows.
But if
But
you
we
would
went past the Mississippi. No one passed the Mississippi.
Really?
No one did. No, I mean 40 in short. But
Yeah.
they've been past the
Yeah.
Mississippi. But no one passed the Mississippi.
But-
The
but-
only
but-
time that we passed the Mississippi is when I'm having a major brain freeze right now. Oh, and he's gonna hate me for
Oh,
this.
you're a bad guy.
Oh,
You are a
What's
bad
wrong with you,
guy.
man?
Damn.
Well, you know what? I'm going to give you a second. I'm going to give you a second to marinate on that because even though you didn't know who the Lonely Island was, I hit up my boy Yorma from Lonely Island. I was like, yo, Mistah F.A.B's here. I hit him earlier. And he wrote back, oh my God, holy shit. Tell him I love him and play this. And this is what he wanted me to play.
Oh, Metros and Chirpers.
Mac,
Oh,
where you at?
shit.
What?
Oh, my God.
This is from Yorma Tacone from Lonely Island.
That's crazy. Tell him I said what up. Yo, that's crazy. That song was called Metros and Chirpers. And it was like, you know, Metro started where it first started there. I don't know. Maybe it probably started in Florida or something. But I know Metro was huge in the Bay Area. Metro phones.
Metro PCS?
Yeah,
Like that-
Metro PCS.
Okay, yeah.
So the phones was huge. And then remember the chirp phones?
Yep.
The beep, beep, beep. So I did a song called Metros and Chirpers that was just talking about the dope boys. We had, you know, I was the first one with 2 phones, man. I had 2 phones.
You were lit.
You feel me?
Two Metros?
So I had a
two
Metro
$50
and I had a
phones.
chirper. I had a Metro
Okay,
and I had
okay.
a Sprint. So the record is about having a Metro phone and a chirp phone. So it'd be like Metros and Chirpers, and Droopy did the beat. Like me and Droopy was like
And Droopy is E40's
E40
son.
son. That's his son.
Okay.
His son, his oldest son. So that record was crazy. It was just it was a fun record talking about how we break phones when they on your lap, how your Metro bill goes. Your Metro bill was like $58.61. It's like crazy. Like that record used
What
to
year
go
are we talking
crazy.
about?
That's 06, 07.
It came on YouTube. It says 7 years ago, but who knows what that means?
Yeah, about 06, 07. And that's like, that record was crazy, bro, because that was like the biggest, that was like ringtone era. So when you had ringtones, everybody had that on their ringtone, like Metros and Chirpers. Metros and Chirpers.
Yo, Psych, doesn't it make
Hilarious.
you feel like so left out that like culturally, like they know, because the reason, so Lonely Island, that those three dudes, those dudes are literally the equivalent of me growing up in the Bay. Exact same age,
right?
Exact same sort of background.
Oh, they was F.A.B fans.
So they were like, they came up. So like for me, any of the things that I would have in my life was like the things that you guys are talking about for me would be like Go-Go Records in DC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have culturally, it's just not the same. But it's like even growing up in New York, there weren't the same amount of like New York records that were only New York records.
No,
because New York ran shit, so shit went everywhere.
Especially back then, because New York was the birthplace. So we spread out a little more than we took in.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. There's some records that only pop in New York and like around this area, but like let's say Jersey Club.
Jersey Club
music is like our Hyphy, even though that's Jersey, but they have their own fucking culture of music. They take songs, they make them fast, they remix them, all that shit.
Like bass music and like Miami,
old
school bass
more
music.
like Baltimore club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah,
but now our shit would go out a lot more. Album cuts. I would say album cuts.
Here's a song that Tigger used to tell me was a New York record, and I know I never knew it except for it being sampled. I never knew this record, but we're now going way back. By the way, we're going. Like, you kind of have to go back.
Just New York, this record?
This is what he said. I mean, I never heard
like
this
how
record.
He's playing mad music after we got shut down for playing. Like, we never played this much music.
He's only playing snippets, man.
Yeah. Lord Shafiq.
What'd you say?
Lord Shafiq?
Yeah, but Divine Force.
Oh, Divine Force, yeah.
You know this, Fab? I don't know.
Yeah.
Also in the house, you have milk on the jazz shit. And this is Holy War. And I
Yeah, Holy War, yeah.
Let's walk this dog, Supreme wisdom.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
New
the
York.
new kid produced that one.
Steph and them?
I think that's from the 80s.
Yeah. He's not the new kid no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
Time.
At the time, he was the new kid.
Jazzy J, I guess he's been around.
Remember? It was a new kid.
Wait, that's Holy War, right?
Holy War mixed by Jazzy. So that was
that's the
Will
base
Smith,
of,
Jazzy J?
That's
no,
the
Jazzy
base,
J.
Oh.
That's the basis of
Mighty Healthy.
Ghostface.
Mighty Healthy.
Mighty Healthy, yeah.
Well, that's how I know about it. Is
Yeah.
that when Mighty Healthy came out,
Yeah.
Tigger was like, "Oh shit, you don't know Holy War?"
Yeah, that's
and I
Holy
was
War.
like, "No, I don't know Holy War." He was like, "Oh, that shit was big
some
in
dude,
New York."
Some dude came in the Fat Beats with like 10 copies of unopened Holy Wars. I bought 4 of them.
So that's classic. That's something I got to go home and
But
go.
like, no,
that's like
not it's
super,
underground classic.
Underground. Like if you played that, 3 people would be like, "Oh shit!" And the rest would be like, "What the? Yeah, maybe."
I'm going to Discogs because I'm curious to how much Holy War
All right,
costs.
so hold on.
Sorry.
So we're traveling around.
Oh, you were
did
finding
that.
how far with the big market.
So you think if you would have got everyone together, you could have did like a
For
bigger
sure.
tour?
We can do it now. Like right now, because the mystique about it
Yeah.
caused so many inquiries that people were just like, what is it? Like
Yeah.
right now, people like, I knew it was big. I knew y'all was getting money.
Yeah.
I seen y'all
We
was
heard
getting
the
money. You know what I'm
slang.
saying? So we heard the slang.
But we didn't.
We
hear
never
the
got a
music.
chance to feel it. We never got a chance to see
What
it.
about how do you feel about Lil Jon doing those 2 records?
I love Lil Jon.
Was
man.
not ever not
It
a weird
never in
feeling?
question. Never at all. Like
he respected the music.
Too Short put Lil Jon on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Too Short signed Lil Jon when he was like 16, 17 years
exactly.
old. You know what I mean? And he did records for Too Short that we had already been fans of.
Right.
On the Nationwide album when Short was in Atlanta for a few years knocking out records. Like Too Short, Lil Jon, and Jazzy Faye were producing that.
Right.
So he had already had his relationship with the Bay. So that was never like, man, you got these Atlanta niggas making these beats. Nah. So as much as we say the Bay Area was Bay Area sound, our sound came from Atlanta.
Right.
Which
is a whole nother weird connection. The
Right.
Atlanta
Yep.
Bay
right.
connection, I never
Well, and
understood.
the South End Bay in general,
But Atlanta and the
really
Bay
Atlanta.
was it coincided with each
Like
other because we have to remember Too Short went out there.
That's what I'm saying. Too Short was one of the first people I remember moving to Atlanta from the West, and Eric Sherman moved to
down
Atlanta
there,
from
and
here,
him and Short
then
was-
they did that record.
they was
and I
both on
like,
Jive.
Yeah, I'm like, what's this? The Bay Atlanta connection?
Short said, he was like, dude, I went to Freaknik And I was like on Harlem Nights. I called my folks and was like, I'm never coming home. It was like, I went to Atlanta. It was like, I'm never coming home. It's like, this shit is crazy. So he went to Atlanta and he just got engulfed in the whole music scene there.
Right.
You know, Short was already mammoth there.
Yeah.
It was too Short.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So he started working with Lil Jon, Jazzy Faye, and all of the other dudes that was from out there. Yeah. And they was just like, you know what I'm saying? He created a whole different sound. Then he did this project, which would be now considered a mixtape. He did like a compilation back called Nationwide. And that connected the sounds.
Okay, I remember that. So
Nationwide connected the sounds. So now it was like the Bay and the A, the Bay and the A was brothers.
Right.
So now they're tied in.
Story's biblical, son.
This shit is historical. We gotta sell this shit.
I love this shit.
So the 3 degrees of separation from the Bay and the rest of the world, like, man, it's crazy.
So Blow the Whistle,
Lil Jon,
and E40.
Come on, the 2 biggest records from Hyphy was produced by Lil Jon.
They come out. Why didn't that open the door to a flood of more records?
It did. It's just that the other artists didn't have the major PR teams. They didn't have the labels behind it pushing that agenda.
Yeah.
Nor did cats like myself could afford a Lil Jon beat at the time. It was just like Lil Jon was like, yo, I'm fucking with you 40. I'm fucking with you Short because I've been fucking with y'all. But anybody else, I'm going to need about 50,000 for a beat. Niggas like, 50,000? Nigga, we making these beats at my house. Like, I'm saying this. Like, we ain't finna. Nigga, I made this song in my house, nigga. Like, I
wanted that shit to go. And I'm very upset in my history. I have a lot of issues.
A lot.
Yeah. Because I purposely picked 2 genres of music that I fucking championed and I loved and I used to play on the radio.
Now, you really was playing the records. Like, right? I remember
I would get in trouble for Hyphy and all this UK shit.
Right.
Now, Skepta and all these UK artists are fucking popping off, and they are getting amnesia
about
the
who
shit I used to do.
Now, I'll tell you that I do remind people whenever I can, though.
Yeah,
that the SAS gigs run because people come to me because people will give me some credit because in the last year I started playing.
Not
shit.
Dizzy, not too much. Lethal Bizzle, all them do. And what's funny, and the reason why I like both. Not too much, but yeah, he was like a little.
Like I fuck with London. Like I'm always over there.
He had like big pop records at the time. The shit that I fucking love, and that's just my style, is why I love dancehall music and why I love Jersey Club, is because of the fucking energy.
The energy,
right?
Right.
That UK shit and that Hyphy shit had very similar energy.
Yeah, the grunge and the music that they was doing was that's what I was going to say before I caught a brain freeze. DJ Shadow took us to London. DJ Shadow took us to London.
Your music would fit right in.
And it was crazy.
You know what that reminded me of?
What's that?
Shadow's here this week, and I was trying to link us with Shadow. Well, we were, and then I don't know what happened on my last thing.
Like DJ Shadow took us to London, and I'm glad you said he's here. I have to go take him out to eat. Like he's the first person to take me to Europe. When he took me to Europe, I realized how fucking mad I was at myself for not capitalizing on this whole hypey shit because it was huge.
When are we talking about that this happened?
Like it was. This was 07, 08, so it was a little bit later, but it was fucking crazy and like the whole. And
like in London, there's like some street dudes that love hip hop. They fuck with New York
SAS.
Hip hop.
My first time going to London, I reached out to him because I saw him in like what was the movie that Jay and
the
State Property. It was in State Property. I got out there. I was like, I think it was like MySpace or something. I was like, yo, I gotta meet these niggas. These niggas is. I reached out to them. They reached back. Mega and Mayhem. I'm like, yo, where y'all at? I'm pulling up on y'all. Like, I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah.
I pulled up on them niggas, and them have been my brothers ever since. Every time I go to London, I go twice a year. I take my daughter twice a year.
They caught a raw. I tried to sign them back in before Rockefeller.
Bro, I love them dudes. Like, them dudes is so 100. I'm talking about they took me everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Nando's, all the hoods, the East Social Club down south. Like, we went to clubs. We went to the hoods. They was like, yo, son, you out here by yourself? I'm just like, I'm fucking with y'all. And I love them dudes, man. So it like
what was the Shadow thing? It was like
it was a tour. Like Shadow did like 2 records.
Yeah.
It was me, Turf Talk, and it was supposed to be Keek the Sneak, but he couldn't get his passport.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So we took this Nup. Nup is the Gorilla Pinot. where Nut had a record called I Got Grapes that was huge in the Bay, like the Stoners. So he took us out there. We did this record called Three Freaks, which was DJ Shadow's Hyphy record. And the shit was just crazy, bro.
And you were doing your other records too, like
we were performing
they were going
sets.
crazy.
The energy, like you said, the energy,
man.
The energy was just like
because like what I was saying, the New York real rap shit. There's like a scene for that in London and in the UK, like niggas who like Jadakiss and like rappers. But then like the grime niggas is all on that energy shit. So the hyphy shit just fit
the
perfectly.
And played at full blast. It was crazy. Like, so let's fast forward from the hyphy to what's going on now, which is I Am Sue.
No. You can't No. Go back.
Okay, hold on.
Where's what's Yellow Bus?
The Yellow Bus
Short Bus or whatever.
The Yellow Bus was just an extension of Hyphy. It was like we going dumb. We going so dumb.
This is that same year,
same time,
same era.
Like this was what made me. This is what people hate me for, and this is what people love me for.
Okay,
because it was like my break off, like of saying, okay, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna go full retarded. Yellow Bus, stupid. No disrespect to anybody. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got to say that these things. You feel me?
You should.
They'll
Well
pull
done.
more than my SoundCloud.
Yeah.
well said.
So I was like, I'm finna go Yellow Bus retarded.
Yeah.
So I started the whole.
They like this, so I'm gonna turn it all
I'm
the way.
going to go all the way up, like it's
All
all
the
the
way
way up. You feel me? Like in a room full of only real niggas.
Right,
So,
right.
so I'm going completely retarded. So I'm like, we're gonna push this Yellow Bus movement. So the Yellow Bus movement was just like, dude, we going full blast, really just crazy. All like bright
You
colors,
had like a
psychedelic,
bus, right?
real bus,
Shaking it like
on 26-inch rims. A real bus. We pulling up in the hood. There's so many speakers in the bus, so much loud music. It's retarded. Yeah. I'm talking about we pulling up, going to all the schools, slapping. Bah, bah, bah. They're like, oh my God, baby, they're crazy. They pulling up. Now, behind the bus, we got all our cars. So the cars, so, I got Benz, brand new scrapes, brand new, you feel me, old school.
Scrapes.
Like scrapers, Buicks, LeSabres.
Why are they scrapers?
Because they scrape the ground.
They scrape the ground when they ride. Scrape.
Wait, you make them scrape?
Yeah, because you you scraping, so
Got
you
it.
gas brake dip, so you
God,
scraping.
Syfe, what are you, an idiot?
So now you got whistle tips on your joint.
Syfe,
yeah.
let me guess. You don't know what whistle
No, I know
tips are?
whistle tips.
So
I know.
whistle
So when you coming through the street, you
That's just sit on the muffler.
on
like,
the muffler that make it
Oh,
whistle.
okay, yeah.
You
Sounds pleasant.
you slide horrible. You sliding through, right? You going crazy. You slapping, you knocking.
That
you
sounds
pulling up.
amazing.
So everywhere we pulling up, Syfe, we pulling up 100 deep. It's 100 of us. Clubs hated us.
Everyone has cars in the Bay?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Like
Because you know how New York, a lot of people don't have cars. A lot of people don't even know how to drive.
You have to drive.
You have to drive.
You have to drive.
All right.
Like everybody.
So
got cars.
everybody from the flyest, newest Benz that came out today to the crazy hoopty bucket.
all
It don't matter.
So we all starting the whole. It's called the Hyphy train. So when we pulling up, we calling out, yo, you got a show tonight? Keek, you got a show? Yeah, I got a show tonight. All right, cool, boom, got the show. We pulling up because we know at a Keek the Sneak show, he's gonna let everybody else perform.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm talking about we coming 100, 200 deep.
By the way, I'm starting to see how now some problems could begin.
Yeah.
So clubs are hating us at this point.
Right.
They're like, bro, come on, Fab.
Yeah.
Who you with? Bro, it's like 50 of us, bro. Come on, Fab. Come on, bro. And like, we can't do this tonight. Well, I ain't performing.
They got to get in.
So we got to go in. So that's how we doing it. We pulling up to the club 50, 100 deep. And they like, Fab, we can't let all these people in. And I'm like, all right, well, I ain't performing. I'll give you your money back. No, you can't let down all these fans. Like, we talking about sold out venues, crazy. Like, you feel me?
In the
There's
Bay
thousands of people in the Bay.
Or other
Like,
places. Would you drive?
And other places.
Would you ever take the bus to
100
LA?
deep to Portland?
We brought the bus to LA All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend was that one of them years. We brought the bus out there. Pandemonium. It was I'm talking about, we left an M mark so big, it was just like, yo, them niggas from the Bay?
Yeah.
Them Oakland niggas? Yo, them niggas is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so, oh my God, I remember Vegas All-Star Weekend. We drove the bus. We went out there, retarded deep. I'm talking about 500 deep. It was crazy. We pull up. We stopped the strip. The strip is shut.
I was there.
The strip, I think you were there.
I was there, yeah. I was there with MTV.
And then SNS had the Puffy party that year, and he played a Bay Area set, and the club almost shut down.
Yeah.
I mean, he did like some Mistah F.A.B, Keep the Sneak, E40, Too Short, Pack. Wow. Bonkers. Like, niggas went crazy.
I'm sure. I've seen that.
It was retarded. Till this day, me and SNS talk about that. He's just like, yo, that was might have been the greatest show ever.
Yeah.
Like, I just did a set. Not no one performing, not none of that. But we were so shocked to hear a New York DJ play us.
Well, there's a couple DJs that know how to research when they go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But I remember I went to a party that weekend outside the Strip, right? Because we were shooting for MTV.
Right.
And I don't know if Franny was playing. Fuck.
Shout out to Franny.
Somebody, I forget who it was, but I went out and I looked around. I was like, oh, I'm not in Vegas. I'm in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
You're in Vegas.
And
Las Vegas.
And they started playing all them records, and I was fucking going nuts. So, yo, I was like, I need all those records. All of them.
Bro, the energy was so crazy, bro.
It's too scary, though.
It was, because it was
too scary.
We didn't know how, because you got to think. That's why I say, when we fast forward, and we'll get to that, but when we fast forward, they took the violence out. And that's why a lot of these younger guys start winning.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So back in your day,
it was
also,
violent.
It was bad, though.
Violence. We were high.
And All-Star Weekend, people were getting beat up.
Easy. Easy.
People are just loose.
That's the problem.
What? It's nothing.
When you tie the violence into that genre,
to that energy,
yeah,
so
right.
you got to think. Hyphy was this. Hyphy was high energy music, drugs, thugs on high energy music and drugs.
Yeah.
Street niggas with
and young wild boys.
Boys just not caring.
Yeah.
You tie all that in, it's a problem. Now, when we fast forward, they said, why didn't Hyphy win? Because the clubs start banning it.
Right.
The radio start
Same with
banning
Grind
it.
in London.
They was
Same
like, it's become,
you can't
it's
perform
too,
here.
It's,
yeah.
y'all, I was getting told by club promoters and club owners, listen, Fab, if you do kicked out the club, I'm shutting the show down. I'm like, period. There are certain songs that I had that they would be like, if you do this song, we're stopping the show.
Right. And then you being a nutcase would
I don't
end
give
the
a
show
fuck.
with that
I've
song.
already got paid.
Yeah.
The fans want to hear it. This is one of the biggest songs at the time. I'm like, we're going to perform it. So as soon as I'll do it last or something. Like, man, you don't give a fuck about this club, man. You don't give a fuck about getting kicked out the club, nigga. Play that shit. Security run to the stage. No, I told you don't play this, right? Club getting shut down. It's going crazy. It's fights. When gunshots was going on, that let us know that our show was popping. Your show wasn't popping if nobody got beat up.
Okay, this sounds amazing. This sounds amazing history-wise. Like,
but at the time,
folklore sounds amazing. Business-wise, nobody tapped you on the shoulder.
We were capitalizing.
Where's Desmond? Where's Desmond?
Probably fighting. Probably on the side you had Nooch.
Nobody said, "Hey, we want to come back."
Stretch would always be like, "Listen, Fab." Stretch was like
Stretch. That he be with I Am Soon now.
Yeah, that's like, you feel me?
Yep.
That's big bro. Like, you know what I'm saying. So Stretch like manages everybody now.
Yeah.
Like at the time, Stretch was just my manager. Like Stretch came in the game with me. That was just my manager, and it would be things like he would be like, "Who's the guy? Paul on the Eminem skits."
Mm-hmm. Paul Rosenberg.
He would be like him, like, "Listen, Fab, we're doing shows. We have 20 shows lined up. They got 5,000 apiece for us, but they're telling us that you can't perform this record. If you perform this record, they're going to cancel the rest of the shows. We're only going to get this amount." And I'd be like, "I'm not doing the show if I can't do this song." Fuck, man, you're fucking killing me, man. Like,
so in retrospect, how do you look at the decisions to do it?
I'll never change it because I would be able to talk about this. I would never, anything that I've done in life gave me an experience. That experience taught me a lesson. Would the me now do it? Not at all, because I'm more business perspective and my mind state is totally changed. But the me then, I had to do it so I can gain these experiences. I get
it.
You know what I'm saying? So I would never change anything that I've done in life, good or bad, based off the fact of it taught me these valuable lessons. But I'd rather die with memories than dreams.
What about we don't normally ask.
I'm getting that as a tattoo.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'd rather die with memories than dreams. That was me.
That's fine. You said that before? Or you just came up with that?
That's freestyle.
No.
Yeah.
True story.
You've never said that before.
Nah.
I'd rather die with memories than dreams.
That's the name of your book, son.
Bro, that's some age.
All right, so where's...
Wait, hold on, Side, before I forget, real quick, sorry.
Okay.
We don't normally ask about these kind of things. What about the situation with you and our guy Mustard? Is that clean?
Yeah, we clean. We clean now, man. We had a chance to talk shortly after the incident and the situation.
Yeah, that wasn't easy.
And for us to talk about it, man, was something that we could have done before the incident cracked off. Me being the person that I am, I'm an impulsive person. So if I see something, I'm going to react instantly. And if I see an opportunity, I'm going to go after it. I walked into a lion's den by myself, like 30 niggas on stage, and was just like, my nigga like, cuz what you doing? Cuz I don't even trip. He like,
when I hear someone mumble that much, I know it's a problem.
he was like, cuz I know you. You got a look in your eye. What are you doing?
Well, you're not. No. You're not enunciating. I can't hear the words you're saying.
Don't trip. It's good. It's never good when someone says it's good.
Don't trip.
Like
don't trip.
Why would I trip?
Whenever a nigga says don't trip, it's good.
No,
it's never good.
Never good. Why would you say don't trip? Of course I'm not going to trip because we're not doing anything.
It's never good. So I go up to the stage. My brother was there. He like, bro, what you doing, bro? I walk up to the stage. Mustard starting his set. He doesn't even know. Now, I've used who I am to get past security, to get past everybody.
Of course.
So when you turn around, you're DJing. When you turn around, I'm right here.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, what?
What did he know? Was there an issue before that?
He knew.
It was something said that was on the radio. Something was said on a radio interview, back and forth from both parties, and I was trying to gain some clarity. Like, so I approached him.
Okay. Well, there was already something before that.
Yeah, it was already something before. Yeah. So he's like, I'm right here.
Yeah.
For one, he's at his security. Like, how the fuck did you let him get right here? But I done did the, hey, what's up with you? What's up with you, boy? Hey, man, I just want to holler at you. It's good. It's never good.
It wasn't good.
So when I walked up to him, I'm like, yo, what was, you know, you got to holler at me. What's going on? He like, what? Like, for one, he can't really hear me.
Because he's DJing.
He's DJing.
Right.
He's just starting his set. He has one headphone on. He's like, really not, all he sees is my expression. And it's not, hey.
It's not warm and fuzzy like you were giving the security guard.
Fuzzy expression. He's just like, nigga, what? Like, what is you saying, nigga? Boom, 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 boom. Rumble, 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 rumble. Come out. We walk out the club. I walk out. My nigga's like, bro, you might be the craziest nigga on earth. Why did you do that? What was going on? Do you know what you just started? Oh my God, it's finna be crazy. It's finna be a Bay and LA war. It's fall shit. It's finna be crazy. I'm getting calls from every killer that's in my phone and that I know. What the fuck are you doing? What happened? I'm on my way there. No. I don't want anybody to get hurt on behalf of my bullshit. Maybe I shouldn't have did it. Couple days go forth, back and forth. I'm talking about killers from all over California are calling. And some in my defense, some worrying what the hell is wrong with me? What am I doing? LA niggas is calling like, yo, what the hell is going on? Are
you getting bad calls also?
It's bad calls. It's good calls. It's
calls galore.
It's call kind of calls. It's calls
because
now the footage has aired. So now there's certain, there was the original footage and then it was the footage that was put out that was like, the footage that had been edited and shit like that. So now it has me looking like it was bad. Like, it's like, nigga, what? They did what? I'm like, hold on, nigga, we going to LA right now. Nigga, 50 deep, fuck it. Where's the next show at?
Right.
And I'm like, no, I don't see. You don't see the part where I started the bullshit and all, you know what I'm saying? So fast forward, I get a phone call from a very influential person in LA whose brother is one of my close friends. And he just so happens to be from Oakland. So he calls me. He's like, little bruh, Mustard is like my nephew, godson, whatever. We're family. Y'all about to talk. You can't tell a nigga like this you're not about to talk.
Right.
So you're like, all right, Uncle, it's good, Uncle, it's good. Now it's really good because it's good. He's calling. He calls Mustard. He's hold on, nigga. Boom, boom. Now all this whole time, nobody seems like they can get Mustard on the phone. Bow! He gets Mustard on the phone ASAP. Me and Mustard talk. What's up, man? What's up? I'm like, all right, boom, okay, let's let the egos go out the wall. I was wrong, you was wrong, who was wrong, whatever. We're not worried about who was wrong, who's right. The best thing for us to do is say, fuck the bullshit. Let's move forward from this. We don't have to be best friends. We don't have to do music, but let's make it public that we're not on no bullshit. It was what it was. Whatever happened. I went and did what I did. Your security team did what they did in protecting for you. That's why you know what I'm saying? That's who you are. That's why they're there, to make sure things like that don't happen. Our main thing is to make sure that this doesn't escalate and go from a DJ Mustard, Mistah F.A.B thing to a Oakland, Bay Area, LA thing. Because now you start back and you create the separatism of the coast again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Had just gotten back together finally.
Finally
and winning, and the West Coast doing well.
That West Coast movement around that time
got back together. It was finally the first time that niggas in the Bay and niggas in LA really actually got along.
Yeah, that California
and
shit
had the same mutual music sound.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it was like the Young California, Charisma, and A-Man. They were just like, fuck Fab, you fucked up some shit. This was Mustard's time in the Bay, and we were bringing everybody together, and you go do this bullshit. So now I look like the old bitter rapper that's mad because they're not playing my music. They're not playing the, you know what I'm saying? So I look, from the looks of it, I look like, okay, you just mad because these young guys is doing what they're doing, and we're not including you in this Young California movement. And it was never that. It was honestly something between, I wanted some clarity between he and I. But me not being mindful of the bigger picture because I was in my feelings of like, nigga, hold on, bro. You got me fucked up, bro. I went and did some bullshit. You feel me? Now we can be open and admit it. So being the man that I am, we talked, we squashed the bullshit, we moved forward. Back to the regularly scheduled program of what can we do to further California's music.
What was it? His sound? Well, that's how it started?
It started from a reference of saying, when we were doing Bay Area music, it was just Bay Area music. When Hyphy was getting done in the Bay, it was just it was Hyphy music.
I don't know anything about the situation.
Right.
But what I know is that, I'm going to tell you this, though. The younger generation don't have those lines like we used to have. The internet made the world so small.
Right.
People don't know they taking a style or influence from a style because it's all kind of together now.
Right.
These kids, they listen to everything and it's just music. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that's South music, that's Bay music,
that's like people who, the old people here who hate on Rocky when Rocky first came out.
Yeah.
They didn't understand
that.
He
on some Houston shit.
He listened to Houston music. I don't know if you know this, but when
Houston was huge.
When Rocky was growing up, New York wasn't running shit.
Yeah.
Houston, Atlanta was running shit.
Houston was
you think Houston would be like, no, I don't want to hear the popular music. I only want to hear New York music.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Right. And that's how it was. Like, I was caught in of saying, wait a minute, like, dude, like, why? Because my whole thing was, why is it when we were doing Bay Area music and creating this sound, like it seems like everybody can rep the Bay but someone from the Bay. So now that when we're doing it now, okay, you just on some Bay Area shit. It's like, dude, the same sound is the sound that's running the country right now. This is the world sound.
But because the guy's from LA's getting all the credit.
So I'm like, so now it's not just a Bay thing, it's a West Coast thing.
Mm-hmm.
So me at that time, I'm like, yo, man, nigga, that's some Bay shit. So when things fast forward, niggas is like, nah, nigga, that's some LA shit. That's what I'm like, are you fucking serious? So certain things were being said and yada, 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 which, you know, well, the whole thing is we have to understand that, and we both understand that if somebody is winning, if these other guys are winning, if Hyphy had to be the sacrificial lamb for this sonic sound to be delivered to the rest of the world, then so be it. Tell the story on VH1, nigga. Make money from it years later, whatever it is. Like me now, it's not about a financial gripe because I'm good. Like, I'm chilling. So it was just more so like, damn, like on some Rodney Dangerfield shit. Like, damn, I guess no respect, man. What a respect at? Put some respect on it.
Put some respect on your name.
For real, man. But now I'm like, I ain't tripping, man. We good. Today in the Bay Area, it's some great music going on. Like the I Am Sues, the Tay Ways, the Mozzys, the Filthy Riches, the Jay Stallins, the Kamayas. And these may be people, and you're like, who the fuck are those people that you just named? But they're the hottest shit.
Yeah, there's some hot shit right now.
Like, if you listen to their music, they're the hottest shit in the streets. And it's the same sound. It's the same energy. It's the same vibe. But they like kind of like remove the drugs and violence. So now it's having fun and party shit. So it's dope, man. So it's good to, the Bay Area is in a great spot right now. California in general.
It's true.